Today's hottest music, Hot 103, your homeboy Henry G here with you on a Sunday afternoon. All your favorite lowrider, oldies, Latin, hip-hop right now, though. Truly an honor to be joined by the player-made Mexican, Baby Bash. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, bro?
It's all good out here in the 575. Now, you had an opportunity to come out here to the land of enchantment just a couple of weeks ago into the Mountain Gods. Tell us what that experience was like for you.
Oh, man, it was so lovely. It was I love performing everywhere, and it was just such a great feeling to be out there in front of everybody, doing all the hits, all the classic hits, all the new joints. It was great that they love the dope house, South Park Mexican stuff I did, so it was just electric, you know.
Now, you've had some incredible mainstream success, definitely a lot of radio play over the course of the past decade. Talk a little bit about how the radio play has changed your career since it really started popping off for you.
Oh, man, it's pretty funny, a lot of people don't know that I was grinding hard before the radio thing. I was, Latino Velvet and then, Dope House Records, and when I was with South Park Mexican, I was already traveling, when South Park Mexican was touring, it was like we were on a world tour, like he was on the radio. He wasn't even on the radio, he just was dope, you know what I mean? He just had it sold up. So when I was touring with South Park Mexican, it kind of got me ready for the mainstream, touring and ripping and running, it kind of all flowed together. I've never really been a really, attention grabber, Mr. Attention, everybody look at me type guy. I've always been like a low-key, chill dude, that likes to, do the music and meet people.
Now, recently you put out hot singles with, and you had an opportunity to work with Slim Thug, E40, Miguel, Problem. What's that experience been like for you?
Man, I've got to work with so many people. I've been so blessed and so lucky, from of course, just being with SPN, Carlos Coy, starting off with JT, Velvet, getting to work with people like Akon and Nate Dogg, R.I.P., Mac Dre, E40, so many people, Pimp C, the real Pimp C from EGK, my boy Zero, my boy Problem, even, cool people like Sean Kingston was good work. I've been Little John, just working with so many people. It's so crazy. Even working with people who aren't famous that are just great. So many people in the Chicano rap industry, my music has let me, meet so many people from so many different places, man. And it's crazy how it all just, revolves around the universal language of music.
Henry G here with you on a Sunday afternoon. Special guest, the player-made Mexican Baby Bash. We have much more to talk about. First, though, here's Baby Bash with one of those collabs he was just talking about. Here he is with Miguel. This is Slide Over, Hot 103 on a Sunday afternoon. Today's hottest music, Hot 103, your homeboy Henry G here with you on a Sunday afternoon. All your favorite lowrider, oldies, Latin, hip-hop right now, though it's going down with special guest Baby Bash. Now, you definitely have a lot of fans, get a lot of love from everyone out here in the 575. What do you want to say to all your fans right here in Las Cruces?
Oh, you already know the 575 keep it so live. Man, I can't wait to come back. It's going to be fun. I'll do a longer show next time. I'll bring some special guests. And, it's all gravity, all gravy. I can't wait to get back.
Now, you recently put out the Player-Made Mexicans along with Lucky Luciano, also Bashtown. It's been a little while since you put that out. What do you have coming up? What could the fans and listeners be looking out for and expecting from Baby Bash here in the near future?
I got my Bashtown label that I'm getting ready to start to launch. I got a couple artists on there, Marty Jr., Drip Drop, and the Stewie Ooey Real Rat Gooey Brothers. Great music, and of course I got a couple singles I'm working on now, and probably put it out in about another month or two. Got to get the video set up and everything. But I travel so much, I do so many shows, and I try to be a good dad, and so a lot of my time is consumed just making it happen. So but coming soon is new music, new videos, and new tours. Hello.
At this point in your career, what are some of your goals? What are you still hoping to accomplish?
I just like to make music. I love to make music. I love to, even if it never comes out, I just like to be in the studio. But, I'm launching Bashtown music, a couple artists. Hopefully, we keep it cracking with the label as I start putting out my own artists. And, I love to write. I'm always running around writing for other people, other artists. I go to L.A. and write a lot for a lot of other artists. So, I'm always going to be a writer. I really started off as a writer. I really didn't want to be Mr. Rapper guy. I try to be the best rapper in the world, That's why I always tell people, I don't try to be the best rapper in the world. I like to write full songs, your chorus, pre-chorus, your hook. It's like building a car. It's like building a lowrider. You get the engine tight, got to get the upholstery tight, get the paint tight, get the rims and tires. You got to put it all together and make a one dope lowrider. And that's what I do with my music. I put it all together and make one dope song.
Henry G here with you on the Sunday afternoon special guest Baby Bash. Now, were there any other areas of maybe the entertainment industry, music industry that you personally like to try out, experiment with, and maybe become more involved with?
You know what? I've been dabbling, hanging around Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya's boxing, Golden Boy Promotions a while. So I'm a big boxing fan. I'm a big boxing expert. So I love to go to fights. Whenever I know my shows, I try to go to the fights. And I kind of want to see how it is, in the boxing world. I'm kind of dipping my hat into that type of stuff. Music-wise, I'm always going to be able to write and, and put out artists and, get on the iTunes and all that good stuff, And by the way, all my people out there listening, there's a lot of music on iTunes. Just look up Baby Bash. There's a lot of underground stuff that you might have not have heard. And the songs are so dope, so vicious. And just look them up on iTunes and check it out.
Henry G here with you on a Sunday afternoon special guest Baby Bash. More to talk about, more with Baby Bash coming up. First though, here's Baby Bash, JT, Latino Velvet Frost. This is What's Going On, the remix. Today's hottest music, Hot 103. Today's hottest music, Hot 103. Your homeboy Henry G here with you on a Sunday afternoon. It's going down with special guest, the player-made Mexican Baby Bash. Now, when you really stop, reflect, look back on everything you've been able to accomplish, from the early days in the studio, what kind of goes through your mind?
Man, I still, it's funny. Even when I hear my song on the radio today, I still act like I still want to hear it and turn it up. I still can't believe I'm on the radio. Even though I've been on the radio 10 billion times, when I hear myself on the radio, I act like it's the first time, I get excited just like it's the first time. And, when I just think back, and I remember when I was in high school, I just wanted to work at Safeway. As long as I get a job at Safeway, I was going to be happy, because I was always happy even when I was broke. But for me to be able to pursue this career and be successful and, be taken care of by the gift of music, man, is incredible. And working with people like Carlos Santana, I did a song on Carlos Santana's last album, and Baby Bash, it was a trip that he even knew who I was, let alone let me get on the album, you know what I mean? So, and he's like in my family, Carlos Santana's like a god, a music god. And just to have his stamp of approval itself, just Carlos Santana, had Baby Bash on his album, it's like, just that alone is like, I don't care what any critics say, I got to work with the man. He gave me a break,
And then what was the first big break you had that enabled you to achieve the level of success that you've been able to?
My first big break. The first music thing I've ever got paid for was when I was a youngster. I was in the studio and I was making a beat. I was making a bass line for a song that I wanted to do. And and I had the piano and I had a couple sounds to it. It started sounding dope. And this producer asked me if he could buy it off me. So he said he'll give me $1,500 if I give him that beat that I just made. So I said, oh, hell yeah, here. I knew I was broke with a bad joke. So he gave me $1,500. He ends up selling that beat to Spice One, dude, for $6,000. You know what I mean? It was Johnny Z. The song was called Mo Mail. If y'all look up the song Mo Mail by Spice One on 187-year-old album, you'll see my real name on there. But you'll see it'll say produced by Johnny Z, but my real name is on it for give me writer's credit. But yeah, $50 from a Spice One song that I did is the first song I ever got paid for, and made me want to just start sticking with the music. And then I met South Park Mexican STM. I actually met Kid Frost. Kid Frost heard some of my stuff and wanted me to write some stuff for his album, so he flew me to LA. And I met so many people with him, and I learned so much from Frost, and I started writing songs for him, and so he kind of put me in a great spot, So Frost kind of kicked me off to where I'm at today. Then I met South Park Mexican, and I learned so much from SPN, South Park Mexican, and he was another kickstart to where I'm at today. And my boy JT from N2D was a big kickstart for where I am today. Them are the guys that pretty much kind of, had me in the game tough. I was learning from them and riding with them, and I caught a break, and here I am today talking to you about my long career. You know what I'm saying? it's pretty funny that a Mexican like me is just, I've had such a long career. Like, even black rappers and white rappers only, stay around for so long. And it's weird that I've always wondered why me? Like, why me that I'm always on the radio for the past, 10 years, and I'm just a regular guy, I feel like I'm just a regular chill dude,
Henry G here with you on a Sunday afternoon. Special guest Baby Bash. Truly appreciate you being part of On a Sunday Afternoon. Any last thing we didn't get to touch on that you want to say to your fans right here in Las Cruces?
Just keep the love, keep supporting, it's kind of, some people are scared nowadays to be Mexican for some reason. I always thought it was cool to be Mexican. I'm going to stay that way, you feel me? So, a lot of kids got to figure it out, what's going on in the real world. So, keep supporting, our people and, stay in touch. Hit us on our Twitters, hit us on our Facebook, hit us on our Instagram. Say what's up. Don't be scared. We ain't trying to be tough. We ain't trying to be, a fan is a friend. I consider all fans real friends, So if you're my fan, you're really my friend. So, like I said, stay in touch. For those of y'all who do know me for years, know I'm just the same dude, just chilling out, making music, blowing some trees. You feel me? Having some fun.
All right, and then give us the links. Where can listeners find you, interact with you, chop it up with you?
Yeah. It's your boy at Baby Bash Instagram, at Baby Bash Twitter, and at Baby Bash Facebook. And don't hit my MySpace up because I forgot my code.
That was the player-made Mexican, the smoking nephew, Ronnie Ray, Baby Bash. Here he is. This is Shorty Doo-Wop, Hot 103.